Just give me a second, y'all. Okay. Hey Zura, happy Saturday. Good to see you. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm all live. I can get started. I know you were working on the Stockfish integration, right? I don't know if you had success with it. Okay. If you want, we can use the code you wrote. Oh, the promotions. Oh, interesting. What's the thing with promotions? Because I know the Fen, you're just putting the pieces and what's blank, and then you put whose color is, then you put queenside castle, kingside castle, and the number of moves, and then there's also the en passant. But what's the? I think we can only do Stockfish for the vanilla game. I don't think we could do Stockfish for other games. So you talk like when you talk about promotions, what needs to be figured out for that? And also, like if you put the code in another branch and make a PR, I could check out your code, do a code review. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. Because otherwise that's what I'm going to be doing today. Maybe we'll play with the AI a little bit. So let's go to I wonder if I should call this random AI. Just call it AI, and then I'll call new file chess stockfish.ts. So I'll make a code review. If you need a suggestion, if you need some steps, if you have uncommitted changes and you're in the command line, you should be able to do git checkout -B and then a branch name. You would run that, and then you would do git push origin branch name. That'll push the branch to the remote repository. So I think a good example might be Stockfish API. So maybe you would do this. And then Stockfish API. And once you do that, I would be able to see it in the list of branches. You don't even need to make a pull request. I can make the pull request. Just now? Let's take a look. Can I see it? Maybe I'll do it inline so we have more space. Okay, so you did consider this. I like this idea. This is a good idea. This is like pretty close to what I was thinking of doing too. So like inverted logic. After moves, when you call start. I think given the redundant nature, this doesn't have to be on this PR, but I'll consider moving this. But let's see, so we're calling execute Stockfish move. Control a turn, and that's, I think that's, is that going to be code that we have similar to our after, just execute? Let me just take a look here. Okay, cool. I do like this early return. I do like this early return. So we get the best move, we get the response. Take a look at this. Okay, so you add this new function to get a fen. Do fen depth 10. Use URL search params, that's pretty nice. String. Cool. Okay, I like the look of that. Okay, so you have some kind of interpreter here for the fen. King is K, queen is Q. That's a cool idea. I like how you handle the piece at once. I would move this to the, oh wait, no, never mind. We don't have that. We don't do that. This is fine. I thought we had namespaces, but we don't. So I'm gonna mark this as viewed. We have, that's the interface. Nice. So what else do we have in here? We have parse row, parse column. This is an interesting idea. I think this is really smart to use this variable. And we expect it to be like something, 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 yeah. Nice. Split it by empty string, good. Nice validation. Good piece by coordinates. Sure. Okay, if there's not a piece there, cool. Find the movement, yeah. And we return that. And that's parse move string, and then we just get the move. Cool. I like that. Alright, is that everything? Have we looked at everything in this file? Parse move string, if not movement. Excellent. If it's a promotion move, it'll be length 5. The last letter representing the piece Stockfish wants to promote. Oh! Ah, I see. Okay, so part of the move execution is the promotion. I don't even know if I made the bot handle that. That's a that's a good point. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Alright, so this is generating the fen. I imagine that your fen is. You said you couldn't do the en passant? En passant is what, the tile that the pawn who's en passantable is on? Alright, so let's go. I think we've pretty much seen everything except for the generate fen. Empty space counter, yeah. It's not equal to 0. Piece. So we get the piece if there is a piece. Otherwise we increase the space counter. Fen plus equals. If a pawn has just moved 2 squares, the square behind the pawn needs to be added to the fen. Right now I just added the blank. Okay. Got it. That's okay, that's I think that we stored it a little bit differently, but that's fine. Because I think that we just store like in the state if it's en passant, where the en passant was, maybe, or the ID of the pawn that en passanted. And so I guess the challenge is figuring out whether you should go up or down. So each row, each column, that makes sense. Piece, empty, selector. I'm trying to. Okay, so you only show a number if we experience a piece. If you get to the end and you have empty, send me yes. I feel like the fen doesn't work for boards that are bigger than 10, right? Because a 1, it'd be a 1 and a 0. Or, I mean, if it was like 11, it'd be 1 and 1. I guess if you see any amount of number, then you just know those are blank. Doesn't matter how big it is. It's not like cell by cell. So the fen algorithm you have should be fine for handling bigger boards too. But the parser's fine too because you're not parsing a fen. So if the space counter is not 0, then yeah, we got another space. I is row. I would probably consider calling these row and column. Whose turn it is, that's cool. Castling string, find the king, the light king, find the dark king. If light king, find light rooks. Okay, yeah. Find a light rook on the right side of the king that hasn't moved. I like that, it's a cool idea. Castling string. It's either capital K, capital Q, and then we do the other castling, or an empty string. Does it have to be, if it's neither, does it have to be a dash? I don't remember how fens work. That neither side may castle. Okay. Oh, I see. So what you're doing is you're just, oh, okay. So you're collecting this string first. And okay, there it is. Cool. Okay. All right. This is a nice looking code. Approve it. I'll merge it in. What does that mean? Wait, where did I merge it? What branch am I on? Oh, this is the wrong. / chess. Why do I? Cool. All right, thanks for that. So let me just put the to-dos that we know of. Which come from the, one of them is the AI. so to do promote. And then the other one is in the controller. You already have it. So just a board that moves since capture pawn. Pawn is just made a 2 move at opposite square. You need to reset selected piece and its moves when a new game is started. Reset selected piece. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Let me go to. Let's go to the README and add it to to do. It'd be nice to show the opponent or any last move made, especially the computer moves, because they're made so quickly. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Let's add this list. Add chess notation, display move history, display last move indicator. Reset piece movement on start. If the Stockfish move ever returns null or a bad illegal move, they might be an issue because I think it would still switch to the human's turn. Okay. Alright, good to know. We'll have to see. So can Stockfish actually do that? Could it return illegal moves? Or like, is your concern if we give it a board state and it can't actually do that board state? Or it doesn't process the board state. We give it a board state, but it's not actually the correct board state string. Your concern is that Stockfish would give a move that to our board it's illegal, but to Stockfish it is. Okay, so move since captured pawn, move since captured pawn less than 0. So this is always 1 or more? Okay. The move it returns isn't possible. The moves we're recording. Okay. And then whole moves divide -1 divided by 2 plus 1 floored. Okay. So I think this dash, we want to replace that dash with the en passant tile that was passed over, right? That's what it needs to be. So in this example, and I think you do it no matter what. You don't need to actually check if en passant's even possible. But if I move here, then I should send E3 to the engine. So I think what we want to do is const en passant equals I think get pieces is a little expensive, just the slightest bit expensive because of how many times it creates memory. So what we might want to consider doing is caching it. Last thing in history. That's a good idea too. So we do a replace. That's good. So well, here it'll say pieces dot find piece dot id equals piece dot state. That's not it. Dot ampersand. We're in the control. I thought the control would have direct access to this. Oh, okay, I see. This dot board dot ampersand ID. And so now we need a way to convert like row column to a cell. Which is essentially not too bad. Do if ampersand else. What are the piece IDs? So the piece IDs are just something I added to help with tracking. So if we go to the piece function, part of the piece's creation is creating a random unique identifier. And I use that ID to specify which pawns specifically made a double movement. And then the next turn after that, that pawn is forgotten about. We don't care about them anymore. And so how do we get the names of the rows? It's in constants, right? So files and ranks. The rows are ranks. And then it's how many rows there are. So I say this dot get rows. Put rank, and we'll put file, files, columns, and then here we'll say we'll do this is the letter comes first, and the letter is the file, and rank. And are they're meant to be capital letters or lowercase letters? lowercase. Okay, good, good, good. Because that's what we have. So here we could say piece.row. Sorry, passant.column. And then hopefully that's good enough. So we can delete that to-do. So I'm not gonna make this change here, but I would make a recommendation. Usually the process of string concatenation is considered to be relatively slow, and so something to consider in future implementations is instead like buffering the strings into an array. And maybe this is slower, but rather than doing this and then concat and then concat and then concat and all these concats, instead you could do const ven equals empty array. And then instead of concating the strings, you just push onto this array every single time. And then at the very end, you could just say fen.join on the empty string. And supposedly, this is supposed to be faster because every time you concat a string, you got to kind of think about like all the characters are going to have to be, you're going to first have to create enough memory to hold all the characters, and then you're going to copy the characters one by one. And then the next string that you concat, you got to create another bigger memory, and then copy all of those copy all those characters over. And then the next string, you're going to have to make, so every time you concat, it's actually getting slower and slower and slower. If you do it this way though, with the array, yeah, sometimes the array is internal memory is not gonna be big enough, and there's gonna have to be a copy, but you're copying a lot less. You're copying just references to the strings. And ultimately when we get to the end, join is optimized by the browser. And join will actually look at the contents of what you're creating a string for, and it'll create a giant structure to store all those characters once and do the copy once. And so if you ever like in an optimization problem, this will actually help a little bit. Hey, the average brain, how's it going? Welcome. Oh, you're fine. It's no problem. I was a little late. Okay. I mean, like for a project like this, it's totally fine. I don't mind it at all. But like, I don't know, if you're in an interview, and I think that's like a little bit of knowledge you can kind of flex and share. It's called string buffering. And there's actually like classes specifically in languages for it. So like Java, for example, has string builder, string buffer. This one specifically is thread safe, but the idea is like you keep pushing on these stringable things with append, and then you just generate the string at the end. And to some extent, you could even just like have it broken down into steps. Even you can have it to where there's an array variable for just handling the board state, and then at the very end you just join on slash, and then you start accumulating everything into another array, and then you join on space. Because like one of the hard things that could be challenging to figure out is like, where do I put the spaces? Should I put them on the left? Should I put them on the right? Should I conditionally add them? It's really, it's another like big challenge. And so if you just like, you knew all the tokens that were supposed to have spaces between them, and you just added them as the tokens and joined on the space character, it's a lot easier to write that code. And also it's a little bit more performant. Alright, but we've done one to do. Let's see the other to do, promote. And in my opinion, let's load up the program. Let's open a debugger. And we have play with bot. And we only do, okay, with vanilla, yes. Okay, that was the logic. Is anyone watching the Super Bowl tomorrow? I don't know if we have any sports ball people out there. So let's do play with bot. And now they're white. Let's open up the network. I just wanna... It's an interesting move for white, for sure. It is Stockfish, so... Let's take a look at the payload. So it did say E5, which is incorrect, and that's fine because we actually didn't write the code. We actually need to change the row and column based on the color. So we'll say const row offset equals this.board.turn equals dark. If it's dark's turn, then we go up one. If it's light's turn, we go down one. And so we just row offset this. So I'll move my white piece and I'll play with Stockfish. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if he en passants. That would be Hail Mary, I guess, for him to do that. For it to do that. It did send D5. D5 is incorrect. It should have sent D3. So do I have this backwards? It sent D3 this time. I don't even know. I don't even know what's good in this game. I'm so bad at chess. Oh, that was a horrible move, actually. C4. I'll bring my knight into the game. See, I kind of... Okay. We had the same thought. To me, I kind of want to support this pawn, open up the bishop, but there's nothing protecting his spot. So I feel like I almost want to... I do want to... I probably want to do this. I probably don't want to do this. I have no idea. Okay, so he pushed forward. Is anyone protecting this? Yes. So to me, so he just blocked his bishop's attack. So I'm wondering if I should just bring my bishop out now. I think like without the sound effects and like knowing the last move, it does actually make it a little bit harder. Okay, so he apparently wants my bishop. It's a free piece right now. I think it'd be interesting to... I also don't even know if he's captured a piece. I think it would be interesting to... I don't want to retreat though. Don't lose your knight. Am I about to? Oh, that's also free. So I was thinking about bringing my queen over. I think that protects both of these. That's what I was thinking. Good blunder check. Is there anyone else hanging? These are all protected. This is all protected. He's protected. There aren't any pawns coming. This guy has nothing. This guy has nothing. So I'm thinking about this move here. Okay, what did he just take? I wish I knew. Did he take something? I don't think so. He's gonna take on d4 and then take your bishop. Take on d4. Are you looking at the network? He moved his knight. On d4. Oh, so you think he was trying to get this? Oh, like this? Okay. So I should do it first. I should do it first, it seems like. Oh, he castled. I didn't even know he did that. My gosh. Move bishop to b2. Interesting. Your knight's dying? Oh, he's pinned, so not much I could do. It is Stockfish, so like, you know, there's no winning against Stockfish. Queen trade. Let's see. I was gonna jump around, try to make some moves. Like, what if I went here and then just took that? Let's get crazy. Who cares? It's just one game. It's just AI. I don't even know if they're up. That's the problem. Where's all my pieces? Oh gosh. I think without all the feedback, it's really hard to know. So to your point, it'd be nice to see the movements and whatnot. But I mean, you know, given that they're basically killing me, I do believe that they are, that the code you've written is pretty good. Take watching. How's it going? Can I castle? That's probably how I lose. Can I kick this knight out of my house? Maybe we need to do a setup. Is this bishop in danger? This is already good. He could run here, he could run here. I don't know. YOLO. Dang. Oh, he just forked me. That's incredible. We're getting wrecked. Okay. He wants some material. I just wanted the back row check. Meet me? Yeah. We did it. Yeah, we were just testing. I didn't actually lose. I was just testing. that whole game was not a demonstration of my chess skills. It was very simply a test of the Stockfish integration. So I feel like we know that it works now. But let's put some of those ideas that we had. Add sound effects. Yeah, I think we could go deeper for sure. I don't know if we can go less deep though. Okay, it's just an int less than 16. So we could set it to 0. Probably. I don't know what that does, but that's good to know. And I wonder what Stockfish like 1 is rated. Stockfish 0, Stockfish -1. Apparently, you can put -1. It looks back in time. It reminisces about the pieces it lost. And then we want to do WebSockets. So maybe this one's interesting. This is interesting. I'm not sure. I feel like we should do this. So you're suggesting that when we click on the board and make... Oh, clicking on the board still makes a new game. Interesting. When we click on new game, it doesn't reset the movement? Is that what you're suggesting? I thought that we would have, only because we go to variants and then we go to vanilla. Go to chess controller. Go to new game. This calls these functions. These call these functions, and they should always set to 0 now. So if you click a piece to move it, then start a new game, it still shows the green square and moves. Click a piece, and then a new game. Interesting. Alright, that's fine. We can fix that. New game. Wait, what is this? Why are these both here? Hey Andy, how's it going? Yeah, this is how I'm learning chess. By building it myself. Get promotions. Why are we doing this? I feel like this doesn't do anything. Why did I add this? I'm gonna comment it out for now. I don't know why I added that. So somewhere we store the selected piece. Just to remind, I think there's a get selected piece. This config, this dot selected piece. Selected piece is piece. Selected piece, new game. This is the board state. This dot board, this dot selected piece equals optional. So we click on a piece, we click new game, and we no longer select that piece. So I think that resolves the issue you're talking about. Cool. Alright, yeah, no problem. Alright, so let's go to the README. Let's do this. Let me just add some links. That's not right. Go to my channel, close this, and then would you mind if I put your name in here, Zuha? Do you prefer it not? I don't know if you want me to link you, but let me know. If you want me to put a link in here or anything like that, I don't mind. You contributed? Yeah. Truly. Everyone will know your name. I am, so when I first started streaming a couple of weeks ago, I made I was doing chess videos. And so what I ended up doing was creating a bunch of chess variants. So we have some pretty familiar ones, at least familiar to me. King of the Hill, Horde, Atomic, 3-check, anti-chess. I was pretty familiar with all of these, but I asked viewers for some suggestions for what kinds of games. I also found some YouTube videos that had some ideas for some games. The idea was to eventually make 50. Got to 20 and then we started shifting to different ideas. But right now I'm just trying to make an interesting vanilla chess learning board. I think like it'd be cool to show analysis, especially if you're going against Stockfish. Let me actually put that in the README. But yeah, we're just trying to make like demonstrate how chess kind of works at a low level in terms of development. Display analysis. Stockfish returns. Yes, I did see that. I did see that it returns an eval bar, and that's really helpful. The only problem is I don't know the range of an eval bar. When I looked it up, it said 320, but I find that hard to believe. I used to know how to play chess and I forgot. There is a lot of strategy, there's a lot of tactics. I keep trying to play with my friend on Beat, but he is very good. He's a natural. So we did this. We reset pieces on start. Let's do the last move indicator. Fix Passat for Stockfish. Fix highlight for Maybe if you watch long enough, you'll pick up the moves again. I think like just knowing how the pieces move is not enough to play chess though. You gotta know tactics. You gotta know pattern recognition. Okay, so what I'm thinking is maybe we'll just do this dot last movement. And then we'll say private last movement is last movement. We'll just door null it. And then equal it to null. And then we'll just null it here. Well, actually, we don't need to set it at all. Maybe we don't default it here, because I think that's how we got that other bug earlier. Stop last movement equals null. And then we gotta make this type, so we'll go to types. Export interface last movement from. Does it just sell? Yeah, we already have a type for it. 2. So we'll go to chess controller. We'll import this. And then let's think. When we move, execute movement. Maybe you could do like a log function. Curve of eval bar for numbers close to 0 show less variance. For more extreme numbers show more variance. I could just show the evaluation rather than a bar. I know like the bar being big has like an influence on, especially seeing it animate on a blunder. Has a huge influence on, yeah, more variance for numbers close to 0. No, I got that. Maybe it's just good enough to just show the value. I think that it would also be a cool idea to create a hint button that shows you the best move. Actually, this might not work. I think we actually need to make this part of the board state, because otherwise we don't track it correctly. So we need to go to types, and the last movement should be part of the board. Otherwise we won't show the right thing as we go back. in time. Not like that, like this. Last movement. Movement. And then in the chess controller, now we have to do this. Oh, we can null it out for now. Go to types, allow it to be null. See what else. Here's execute movement. Maybe it's better not to have null and just have -1, -1. That way we just change it. I might do that. I don't want to have to worry about like initializing it, and it just seems really annoying. I'll just say -1. But yeah, we'll start with this for now. I'll start with the movement display. We'll probably just show it as blue on blue. I don't know. And then when we execute movement, so we gotta show the piece that was moved, but the piece that was moved moves multiple pieces. So we need to show the piece that was moved and the tile that was clicked. That's the two major things. So we have to say board.state board.last movement.from.row equals can you just show me the props? Movement dot excuse me. I guess say maybe this. I'm a huge fan of this. Try to reduce the number of referencing I do. And then we say movement.to.row equals movement.row plus movement.from, sorry, .to.column equals movement.column. And where do we copy? I forget. Okay, it all happens at the end. So this should be fine. So now we need to go to the view. create a new function. This dot controller dot get last movement. And so we need to go to the controller. Return this dot board dot last movement. And then in here we're going to say last movement dot from dot x. It's not equal to -1. It's fine, we're just gonna do them all. Just waiting until the format's nice. Row. So with all of that, then we're gonna draw two rects. We're gonna do context.rect. Cell size, what do we call it? Tile size, tile size, tile size, tile size. And then this dot fill, context dot fill, this dot context dot fill style. It could be A. We want blue, but we want a bright blue. That's not a bright blue, it's a bright red. And then we'll alpha it. And then we draw it. We draw it before selected. Draw last move. I think. What does chess.com do? Oh, it actually shows it in yellow. Oh, that's fine. Okay, everything's in yellow actually. But I'll do it in blue for now, just see how it looks. I don't know if I've written enough code yet. Yep, that's exactly how it should look. It should be times last movement dot from dot com times last movement dot to dot com. And both of these need to be offsetted by the bar, the padding. I don't remember what I called it. Notation size. times lastmovement.to.column times lastmovement.to.row. Okay. Okay, it's just not showing the previous, or is it just not showing on white? Well, now it thinks both of these have moved. Alright, let's try to figure out why that's happening. Let's see. This is, oh, these are wrong. From to column row. Okay. From to column row. Not here, it's in the controller. Oh, this is where you're clicking. This, yeah. This should be piece. The bot beat you? Oh no. It's too good. It beat me too earlier. I mean, it's all good. We're not keeping track yet. It would be interesting to start saving the games that people have and start tracking them and providing good insight, allowing people to share. Basically buildchess.com. So this is where they're going, and this is where you clicked. So of course, yeah, they are the same. What is the piece dot row? Piece dot column. That should be better. Okay, so maybe a little bit less transparent. So the transparency is set in here, because it's a little difficult to see on the black background. Okay, that looks better. I don't know what's good. Okay, let's find a sound. And then we'll also steal chess.com's color scheme. Okay, it's not that. I'm sorry if I scared anyone, because I scared myself. Protect your ears, everyone. How's that a plop? Okay, one of these one of these have to be right. One of these have to be right. Plop sound. Let's check it. Let's check it out. Yeah, right? Seriously, every sound with the plop. Oh, it's so bad. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. They do have a flop, but you have to go through 100 sounds just to listen to it. I gotta open Audacity because it's an OGG. And then Audacity crashes because it's trying to open files that I have deleted. Oh my. That's incredible sounding. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's actually, that's the plop. I can't believe it's actually called plop. It's actually so good. Wow. I'm excited. I just need to convert it to MP3. I'll convert them both. Audacity export. Where'd it go? Alright. I'm actually very, very satisfied with these sounds that we've discovered. Plop. Alright. We'll put both the plops in. And then we'll see which one we like. Maybe we'll play one randomly. Every move. So go to the view. And we'll say const plop 1 equals new audio slash public slash plop 01 dot mp3. This is plop 2. Okay, so there's we're not gonna play it randomly. There's another sound effect we need to do for a capture. Wait, these sound horrible now. They sounded so good in Audacity. What the heck happened? Wait, it actually sounded so good in Audacity. What happened? Now I'm disappointed. Okay, we're not doing that one. I wish I could review these audios without having to open Audacity 100 times. Alright, what about hit OGG? Let me... Okay, so I got duped because I had it playing through my system audio. So let me just change the settings of Audacity. Okay, it's not that. Noise 1. Okay, it's not that. Here's paper, here's plop. Did it really sound that bad? Okay, plop 1 I think is fine. The other one, I'm not so sure. Yeah, we're definitely not plop 2ing. We'll delete. We'll rename this. Move. And now we just gotta find a sound effect for check. Pot. Just pot. It's definitely not that. Slam. It would be kind of funny if there were certain moves that would just automatically... If we just had a button called like flip board. What about this? What about switch? How does this switch sound? That's promising. What about switch number 2? I mean, they're different. What about wooden? Wooden might be good. It's too echoey. What about wooden 2? We might have to go with switch. It's also too echoey. Just a little too echoey for me. So we might have to do switch. We'll try other slams. Let's try slam 7. There's a few of them. It's also too echoey. Alright, we're gonna do switch. Where are you, switch? Okay, that's 1. Okay, I think we have enough of a variance there. I'm happy with that. We'll do an export, MP3. This one's gonna be called check. And you know what, actually? Now that I think about it, plop 2? Where are you, plop 2? No. I was gonna say that's checkmate. What about paper? What's paper? It's probably too echoey. Yeah, that's no good. Dishes, door closes, explosion. We had enough of those. What about hit? What's hit? Did I do hit already? It's too short. What about weird? Did we do weird? I don't know what they think weird is. Okay, it's not that. Maybe it's one of these spring ones. I was just trying to find checkmate. Noise. Did we already do noise? I can't even remember what we've done. Key open. Let's hear it. It's not that. I don't even know what that is. What about door close? What door open? It should just be explosion. Just scares the hell out of you if it's checkmate. That's not that. It's actually not that good of an explosion. What the heck? It just sounds like chalk on a chalkboard. Have you read any books on game architecture? I read part of a book on how to make 3D game engines from scratch. And it teaches about like how you take 3D points in space and apply perspective matrices on it in order to figure out where the points go in 2D space, and then how to apply Z indexes or Z layers so that pixels draw on top of each other where they're supposed to, and so you can draw things in any order and it'll work. It teaches about the right hand rule, where certain faces are only drawn if you're looking at them from a certain side. I read that. I read the intro to that book. But nothing too deeply on like game architecture. I have like a game design book, but like that's nowhere close. If you have any suggestions that could help me to improve, I'll take them. Let's just maybe game over. Oh gosh, can you imagine? Just this is the checkmate music, just randomly. Oh gosh. You need something short. Oh my gosh, scary. Oh my gosh, that's scary too. What's with this spooky music? What the heck? Alright, sound effects. Little girl saying game over.
Units selected. Unit ready. Unit lost. Allied nuclear launch detected.
Okay, that's just weird. Oh no! I didn't mean to click on that.
Begin. Bonus.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Make a brilliant move. Just claps. Oh. That's it. That's gotta be it. That's the sound effect right there. That's it. 100%. What's it called? Card sound? Yep. Cardsounds.zip. Alright, oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Rename. Checkmate. And then I need to find check. Okay, so when you move a piece, when you check, no, capture, sorry. No, oh my gosh, there's, okay, so there's, oh, okay. There's movement, there's capture, there's check, there's checkmate. Right? Thought we were done. Okay. There's movement, capture, check, checkmate. Oh, we need one more. We need one more. It never ends. Just want to learn what are modern ways to build games. Well, pretty much everyone is using Unity nowadays. Despite the controversies, I suppose. But Unreal Engine is also an option. I'm just not a fan of really slow IDEs, and to me, both of those are really slow IDEs. Godot is also an option, of course. Godot has some good cross-platform capabilities, and it's open source, so you'll never have to worry about issues with that. And if you work with the right game studio, they'll help you with porting the game. If you write in Godot, it's much easier for them to port because they have their own porting engines, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Let's go back to downloads, go to card sounds. This is drawing a card. None of those really work. Alright, so we have move. Does checking sound the same as capturing? can't just play over the board on chess.com. What's happening right now? How do people create really beautiful games very quickly? They don't. They don't make them quickly. Zombie Sapphire is an app store. Do they do any graphics themselves, or is it the game engine? I don't think anyone makes them quickly. I could be wrong. But game engines do a lot of heavy lifting. They really do. And so you really don't want to build engines from scratch unless like the engines out there specifically don't do the thing that you need them to do. If there's like a certain niche mechanic that you want to implement, and for whatever reason you're gonna have to fight with the physics engine or the graphics engine, or you want to learn. There's no real reason to write your own engine from scratch. And so yeah, the engine's doing a lot of the heavy working, and usually they just have really big teams. And so they'll have people who are specifically there for doing graphics, people who are specifically there for doing the game, and so they'll have really large teams. Or you could also, like, if you're on a budget, you can find freelance artists, pay them for like $10 to $20 per asset. I think those are possibilities. And so if I really wanted good graphics, I could consider potentially looking into like going on Upwork or going on Fiverr and finding somebody who's willing to do the assets for really cheap and do them really well. That's what I did for my language learning app. So like I had somebody do all these graphics for me. Each of these. You know, they're not like to die for, but you know, I'm pretty happy with them. You get the message. It's clear. It's colorful-ish. It's very blue. I liked the blue theme. I was kind of obsessed with blue for this app. Probably a little too obsessed. But yeah, I mean, each of these assets, you know, I paid like $20 for. And so yeah, these are stills, but you could probably find people who could do animated for less, maybe, I don't know. But Upwork is a good option. Fiverr is a good option. But also, you don't need to have good graphics. You know, like, look at Vampire Survivors. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't.
No, well, they're not getting.
I don't think that it has like incredible graphics. But this game made like $1 million. Like, look at this. Like, it's not horrible, but you know, they sold it $3 a copy. Maybe it's $5 now. I don't remember. But this is a $1 million game. So like, graphics I think do help, but you don't need good graphics. You don't need stellar graphics for sure. And just in terms of game engines, yeah, I mean, we could do something in the browser. And I do think that that's a game that you can build really quickly. Like, I think the hardest part about building a game is having the requirements. I think like cloning a game is probably going to take way less time than making a game from scratch, because the creator of the game has already done all the thinking for you. All you got to do is really think about, how did they code this, or how would I code this? And so to me, cloning the game is a lot easier than writing a game from scratch. It's probably a hot take, but that's what I think. Yep. And to some extent, like, I have this idea that even if you find something that there's like little competition and there's a big market for it, you could try to come in and steal that market too. So like, to me, I think there's probably plenty of chess content, but like, I think the biggest player right now is probably chess.com. I think like chess.com is so expensive. It's like almost as expensive, like if you go for the highest tier, of course, it's almost as much as Netflix. Think about that. Chess.com, you pay just as much as Netflix. Now, granted, there is a free tier. There's a generous free tier. But like, to be honest, if you want to be really good at chess, and you want to use chess.com to do it, then you gotta pay. I think LeChess is pretty good. It's free, but it doesn't have quite in-depth options as LeChess does. And LeChess is kind of, in my opinion, like set up certain standards, like this idea of game analysis and having like brilliant moves and whatnot. No, I'm sure LeChess is popular. But what I'm here, okay, here's what I'm. People do pay for LeChess though. It's funded through like donations, and so like most people don't pay for it. And I imagine for chess.com most people don't pay for it. But like, I'm actually surprised chess.com does as well as it does when there is that free option out there. Like, it's nice UI, it's a nice engine and all, but I do wonder, when you have this free option of LeChess, why do you choose chess.com? The thing is, you could try to make an app that's like, I don't know, $1 a month, $10 a year, right? That's already cheaper than a single month of chess.com. All of the options are already cheaper. And it, you can make it do way less, but do the things that people care about, that matter. Don't do horde chess. Don't do chess 960. Just do the different timing variations, blitz chesses. And you could probably make $1 million app doing that. Just make a chess app that just teaches, maybe like have some kind of program that brings you up to 1500. Have a program that brings you to 1000. Like, these are the steps to bring you to this level. These are the steps to bring you to this level. What level are you? Well, if you're this level, you probably need to learn these tactics. If you're this level, you probably need to learn these tactics. And the thing is, you don't need to be good at chess to do it nowadays. You just use AI to help you. Duolingo for chess would be great. Just the character hunting you down if you don't play chess every day. You didn't do your chess lesson today. Should check and capturing be the same? Gamification around chess learning. I mean, I kind of wonder if just having an ELO is enough. Because chess.com, you have like a leveling, you do have a leveling system. Like for the puzzles, if you do puzzles, you do level up in puzzles. You get more experience if you could do a streak. You get more experience for having long streaks, and you get more experience if you do it daily. So if you get 3 good puzzles on the day, you get a bonus. If you have like the longer the streak you have, you get a multiplier. And so, but you only get 3 puzzles a day for free. That's crazy to me. Chess.com gives you 3 puzzles a day. LeChess gives you unlimited. And the crazy thing is, look at this. Look at this. The chess database puzzle. Alright? We can just download it right now. It has all these puzzles, and then the moves that are meant to be made. Alright? How big is this database? There's popularity, upvotes, it's already graded. 4 million puzzles for free. Like if you wanted to include this in the app that you wanted to make, and you could do some crazy interesting AI that like looks at your past games, sees where you blundered, and prioritizes those puzzles, and just keep presenting you those types of puzzles until you stop blundering. You know, rather than just like choose them randomly or based on your rank. Actually analyze where you have weaknesses. Analyze your weaknesses and figure out the puzzles that help with those weaknesses. And so almost having like a grandmaster who watches over your shoulder and be like, here's, or like even they'll play a game against you. They'll use a tactic you're probably not familiar with, and if you fall for it, then they'll be like, okay, I need to teach you all about this tactic. If the queen comes out early, they can really be a menace, but there's ways to deal with it. And so like before they tell you the tactic they're going to teach you, they just play a game with you. They move in peace, bring out the queen early, and they just absolutely decimate and dominate you. And then you need to, if you lose that game essentially, you need to learn how to deal with an early queen, right? But if you win, obviously you skip the lesson. And then they're like, okay, I'm going to try a different tactic, or I'm going to try a different opening. Or even like learn an opening a day. Like, okay, today we're only doing this opening. And it just starts you out in the opening. Maybe it just starts you out in that opening. Maybe that's interesting, but I don't know. And just like prioritize the openings that have the highest win rate, or the openings that have the, maybe you could choose your style, whether it's aggressive, defensive. We gotta write these ideas down. Okay. App idea. Play a game. Use a tactic. If you lose, you learn more about the tactic. If you win, you learn less about the tactic. Because I think it'd be good to know, like, oh, the tactic I was trying to play here was queen comes out early. The tactic I was playing here was protect the center. The tactic I was playing here was protect your king. I mean, that should always be a tactic, protect your king. But like, to me, this is a move that I always fall for. It's kind of embarrassing, but you have this, then you have this, and then they bring out the queen early, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm just like, attack the queen, but then it's just like, well, that and then that, and it's like, okay, I surrender. I give up. On a similar note, another one that I'll do, code 4-player chess. Okay, I'll add it to the list. We did have the idea to do Bug House, which is a 4-player variation. It's like Crazy House, but when you capture the piece, the other player gets to play it. But I added it to the list. Thanks for the suggestion, Mills. Another like silly move I'll make, you know, the queen will be here, and I'll still like move the bishop out, and then they'll just come down here, and then they'll just decimate me. Come here, and then I'm just like, well, I guess I'm coming back. I'm not too sure how to do 4-player chess, but yeah, and there was like this other position I was in. It was so bad because I did it twice in the same game. It was so bad, where I was like, all right, let's move a few more pieces here. So I had already developed my knight, and then their queen came in, and then I was silly enough to do this move, to which of course they just respond this. Well, not in this position. Actually, they were on the queen side. So, sorry. This is the position. I guess it was like more like something like that. Something like that. Here. Here. And so they came into here, of course, because nothing was protecting that piece. Of course, the rook can... Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at... See how bad I am? I can't even explain the position. This was closer to the position. So it was like this, and I was like, oh yeah, I mean, if he captures the rook, then I'll just capture the queen. The queen has to run, right? No. I mean, forget that this knight's here too. But yeah, I just basically did that, and then like later in the game, they did this. They did that. Then I guess this. I like completely locked that bishop in. So like they did this. To which I did, so they did this, and I did the same thing. Ish. I think I went like here, and then I did the same exact thing twice in the same game. As I didn't learn my lesson, and pretty much the only piece they developed the whole game was the queen. I just completely trampled by the queen. It's like they were actually developed the whole board just by playing the queen. It was crazy, so embarrassing. But yeah. I'm probably like, I don't know, 600. I don't know what's slow or not, but I'm learning to, yeah, just as, it's very unforgiving, for sure. There's a lot to learn. So we got move. We got check, we have checkmate. And then checkmate, move. And then we need to have capture. But we don't have a capture audio yet. If type of document is undefined, turn to audio source. CT parenthesis, what? CT parenthesis, audio. Dot. All right. Cool. All right, so we just need the capture. One of them is a WAV. Checkmate is a WAV, I believe. It'd be quite unfortunate if we got to checkmate and only to find out we typed the wrong thing, but hopefully the console would have told us. Move, capture. Why am I not getting a network error? Oh, because I'm not in a chess game. There we go. Alright, so we need to find the capture piece. Maybe it's like a slash. Just like randomly add blood effects. I don't know if I want to hear what this sounds like. How is that slash? Hitting, falling, punching floor sounds. Okay, I don't know how that's a slash. That's what it it's like popping. Exactly, yeah. I'm wondering if I should when you capture it makes like a little slashing sound. Just for now. It's already a WAV, so I don't see why not. Sword SFX. Sword. Here we go. Rename. Capture. Alright. I think that these changes will like 10x this chess game. The other thing is stealing these colors. I need to steal these. Let's come on chess.com. Let me steal it. Stop it. It's an SVG? There's no way. Oh my gosh. These are all SVGs? That's crazy. Wait, so what are these? What color? What color? Computed? Background? Is a URL? What? That's not what I want. Alright, where's that piece at? This one? Alright, I delete it. And then I do this. What is this? Okay. Is this board just like an image? What was that? Was that just board.png? Okay. No chance. Okay. It's definitely this. I just need to save as. And then I need to go to GIMP. 200, just perfect name. You can't go wrong with the name 200. We open it, we do a dripper, click on this, double click, dripper, just single click, apparently. The RGB, we're gonna go to the view, we're gonna go to dark, RGB. It is 45, 58, 32. And then the light is, it's kind of yellowish. RGB 92, 92, 81. It's like green and cream. Green and cream. These should be in the controller. So we'll go to the controller. Go up here. Okay. This dot board. What do you want? These. I don't even know how this was surviving without this. That's crazy. Super lucky. Alright, let's close GIMP. Let's close Audacity. Don't save. Quit the QuickTime Run Play. Close this. Okay. Alright, ah yes, we don't do this anymore. And we don't do that anymore. Cool. Alright, so and now we just need to play these sound effects. So we'll do the movement. So we do all the movements, destination captures. So right here, we'll do move dot play. We'll just do that, and then we'll see what that looks like. Go to here. Interesting. Okay, so we don't want to do that. I want to say if this dot is clone. Okay, somehow these colors ended up being way darker than I thought they'd be. So we're not quite 10x yet. This is kind of funny. These turned white. These turned cream color. What happened? Is there some aspect that I missed about the color of 200? maybe. It doesn't seem that bright. It doesn't look that dark. Interesting. Did I do an A by chance? Oh, anyway. Okay, we move. Okay, cool. Sounds incredible. Absolutely stunning. So we're gonna go to the controller again. We're gonna say move dot, question dot. So we're gonna detect if it was a capture or not. So we're gonna say if movement dot captures dot length. Then we're gonna say capture dot play. Otherwise we'll just do the move play. Well, that's just not right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Do I need to check if there was a piece there? I probably do. Execute movement. Do let, and we'll say if this dot board dot tile sub from row to row. Oh wait. We do if to row sub column. If there's already a piece there, and then we say captured equals true. Not a big fan of using lets, but we're gonna do it. That's interesting. I misspelled it. It's capture. I wrote capture. It's a WAV? It is a WAV. I should have seen it sooner from the console. Why don't you like using let? I don't like variables I don't like values that change over time, because it's really hard to look back in the code and see how they're changing. I don't like any kind of mutations. I don't like mutations in general, because looking back into the code to see how this got the value that it has is really difficult. And so if you just set the value and its value never changes, you don't need to worry about the value changing. If you don't need to worry about the value changing, it's less those mental gymnastics you have to do. Okay, so okay, incredible. Okay, so there's other things we need to do here. Const checked king equals this guy. Checked kings. I don't think I care. I haven't changed whose turn it is. Maybe I should do that. Do it here. I'll say this dot board dot turn. If checked kings dot length. Oh, it's just a piece. It's just checked king. Then we'll say check dot play. And then we'll say movements equals get. How do I? No, we'll say const state equals this dot get key state. If state dot state equals dark winds or state equals light winds. I don't know. Move over here. Move this. Okay. I'm happy with that. The only thing I'm not happy with is the color of the board. I don't know why it's so much darker. I'll go back to the constant. Granted, it looks a lot darker here than I would have expected. Can you actually control? Oh my gosh, you can control this? Okay. Oh, that looks like vomit. Sorry you have to see that. Okay. Is there something that I'm not seeing here? I could do an HSV, but it has decimals, but I don't think decimals matter. Like I can't bring this screen over, but this looks correct. All right, I'm gonna do this. I must be doing something silly. Hashtag EBECD0. There is a marker. What does this marker do? I don't even know what that means. What do we have? We have that one. I did it backwards, which is standard. Pretty standard stuff. It still looks so dark. Oh, because I highlighted it. 7, 3, 9, 5, 5, 2. Hey, alright. And so we just want to change the colors of these. How do you usually know whose turn it is? Just based off of the movement indicator and the timer? That's another thing we should do. Where is it? Read me. Okay, so how does the last movement look like? Wish the queen wasn't there. It's not gonna check me, it doesn't even matter. Wish the queen wasn't there. Go somewhere else, queen. If I put you in check, can you move? Can move. Why is it so hard to checkmate yourself? What the heck? Did you add a to-do for Stockfish promotion? I did not. Let's see. Promotion probably comes earlier. Here's the timer. Okay, so sound effects are added. Okay. It actually would probably be faster to just play Stockfish and have Stockfish checkmate me. Alright, so this shouldn't be white or gray. White or green, sorry. I might actually just take that out of the game. Kind of don't need it anymore with the previous move shower, and if there is no previous move, then yeah, white goes, it's white's turn. And then we'll eventually add the timer in. But yeah, let's do the Stockfish promotion. And so my understanding is Stockfish just returns a single lowercase letter, R, N, B, Q is what I'm thinking. If it's R, N, B, Q, then that's what you want to promote to. I think since the game's working without this, I'm removing that. I don't know why I ever added it. Is it? All right. Okay. So I think that's gonna be in the parse. Yeah, 5 instead of 4. Sure. Got it. Came because there were 2 viewers. Nice. I don't know if that means... I don't know if it's good or bad though. But welcome. We're just building chests here. And we're going to stop showing whose turn it is. And then this is correct. Maybe we no. Oh, that's blue. That's blue too. Oh, because I'm not beginning path. Draw movement. Does draw movement begin path? It does. What about draw last move? This dot context dot begin path. Okay. Hopefully that fixes that bug. Cool. Are you also a programmer, Kostub? Or do you like chess? Let's see. Okay, back to the, it's either the AI or the controller. Love chess, all right. We're trying to do all the features pretty much of from India. Got it. Well, we have 20 variants of chess on this website right now. It is live. But right now we're just trying to really flesh out the vanilla chess to have like PvP, player versus AI. We're still working out the AI. I got some help from Zuha setting up most of that. I think we just have one more bug to resolve. Basically the bug is the AI never promotes. Alright, but if there's a variance of chess that you want me to program, after we do this, I'll add it to the list and we can do it later, for sure. So we gotta think about where, we're not generating the fen, we're parsing. Did you not call it parse? Okay, here it is. And so I think this is just going to have to return a little bit more. So we'll say const promotion equals move string sub 4. Excuse me. Actually, what we could do instead is just put it here. we'll say promotes to, we'll say const promotion equals this dot parse promotion promotes to. And then we'll do private parse promotion. Input string. Switch input case q return clean. We'll just say that this returns piece type for n is knight, b is bishop, r is rook, and by default we'll return pawn. I'll say this is allowed to be null or undefined. And then in here we'll say movement is this stuff. And promotion is that. And then we can get rid of this, save it. What's the difference between null and undefined? Good question. To me, the way I like to think about it at least, we say undefined is when nothing in the system has ever set that thing up. Like it's basically like not allowed, it's illegal. Go straight to jail. Null is the thing exists, but just not right now. And so for example, if we did document.body.on flap, you see it says undefined, right? That's the evaluation. Because there is no on flap, okay? But if you did on click, you'll see it actually says null. And that's a signal to you that the system has intentionally set something up that you can use. It's just not used yet. When it's undefined, it usually means there's nothing to do with that. So this is kind of like usually an indicator of a bug or some kind of typo. This is usually an indication of something's not ready yet. This is intentional. You need to wait for it. You need to make it. That's the way I see it, at least. We're gonna make it so that this entire thing can be or null. So when you split move string, if there's no promotion move, is promote to undefined or null? It should be undefined, because what you're actually doing is accessing index out of bounds. And so we can do const okay, so in this case, A should have the string A, B should have the string B, and C should be undefined. Of course, that returns undefined because it's a const variable. I completely botched it. Sorry, I did it backwards. A, B, C. And so what's really happening here is saying A sub 0, this evaluation sub 0, this evaluation sub 1, this evaluation sub 2. And it's basically just assigning those all in line. But when we access an index out of bounds, the behavior of that is undefined. You shouldn't be doing that. It's an indicator of a bug. It's an indicator of an issue. Yes, I could just say that this allows just undefined probably. But you know, I want to be flexible just in case. The thing I would want to know, though, I think something that is interesting is if you had 0, 1, 2 dot find. Okay, so I'm not going to type the E, but my guess is if you type the E, it's going to say undefined and not null. Now I think there's an argument for it being null, and in this case null would indicate that it didn't find anything. It worked exactly as expected, but it didn't find anything. But maybe it returns undefined, and that's kind of because you probably wouldn't store undefined in an array. And so because you wouldn't store undefined in an array, I would imagine that undefined being returned here would make more sense. There is a possibility that you store null in array, because that might be intentional, but storing undefined in array seems unintentional, seems like an error. So I think that this returns undefined, but it should probably return null. Let's see. Okay, so it does return undefined. And I think that's just like, it's a better signal. Undefined for this is a better signal. Basically, it's saying, I don't know what to do if I can't find anything. So I'm just going to say undefined. That's the way I see it, at least. We're going to say, I hope that's clear. Just let me know if you have any questions. So I do like your use of null here, because your use of null here is saying, yeah, there is nothing. I couldn't figure it out, but it did work as expected. That's the way I see it. I do like null here. Okay, that's not the issue. It's saying that I don't have it. Okay, so now we can go to the controller, I hope. No, it's still in the chess AI. Go down to here where we have the error. And we could just do that. I can say this dot controller dot promote on. That's a little annoying. We need to get the pawn and the thing it's promoting to. Well, how do we do it for the view? Because the view knows. Okay, so I think we gotta do if promotion. We say that, here's the thing though. It's gonna be so hard so difficult to convince Stockfish to promote. It's gonna be like nearly impossible. And the only way I could think of testing it is just giving Stockfish a pawn on the B rank. I think that's the only way. I tested it by changing the initial board. Yeah. Just kings and pawns for Stockfish. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So I say const promotions equals this dot get controller dot get promotions for this dot. Oh, I already executed the move, man. Color dot find piece dot type equals promotion. What did I call it here? Of course I call it promotion. Const on equals pieces, no. This dot controller dot get pieces. Is there a pawn? Well, that's nice. Oh, good day, Albie. Thanks for joining in. I shall challenge you soon enough. Alright. So, to your point, I'll do your idea. I don't want Stockfish to just checkmate me though. But it's fine if they do. I mean, we're gonna go to controller. To the new game. We're gonna get a little weird. We're gonna do it like that. It's a little weird. But I just want to know. I could barely get out. Play with black. How could they not want to promote? What? Oh, okay, well, I just lost. Of course, that's why. Wait, how? Oh, because am I pinned? Damn, Stockfish saw a mate in 2. I didn't see it. They went here and then here. Why can't I take? They do have to wait for me to promote. That's very important. So we need to go to the chess AI. Your pawns move the other way. Yeah. Oh, because I can't capture backwards. Okay, yeah, that's why. Yep. That's funny. This is an interesting variant. It's okay, maybe I need to okay, this is what I'll do. What am I doing? New game. Alright, now they can't checkmate me. Okay. We're good. Alright, excellent. Let's play this and then let them take over. Cool, they didn't do it. Alright, well, first of all, let's not only make sure it's their color, and this dot controller dot get promotions dot length equals 0. We gotta say the opposite color. It's not white, it's light. Dark. Light. Opposite. Okay, well, they didn't pick. So let's put a breakpoint and figure out why. But we did get a queen. Oh wait, I picked the queen. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh. I need to calm down. Alright. So we're going to chess AI. Didn't you pick a bishop? Oh, did I? Oh my gosh. Alright. I'll pick a bishop this time. Oh my gosh. Interesting. I wonder what's happening. Maybe they are picking a queen, and my pick doesn't actually matter. Give me a moment. Okay, so we have a pawn, it is dark. We have promotes to, and they chose a queen, and it's dark. Controller promote pawn, promotes to, step into that. Oh, you know what? chicken butt. Gotcha. Got him. I don't think we're redrawing. I think that's the problem. Where do we draw? Cause we execute and then we execute. Where do we? Wait, where do we promote? What? Execute Stockfish move. Execute, then we promote. It's because it's... No. It's not because it's async. It might just be a drawing issue, actually. Yeah, it's just a drawing issue. Because, I click here, they go... If I just click here, clicks redraw. Right, so it's just... It is working, it's just not redrawing, and I think it's because it's an async action happening here. And so we need to look at the controller, the AI. So what do we call this? After move. So we need a way. Oh, and then we call after draw. Okay. I got it. We need to go to chess. We need to go to variants. Where are they? And what is it? After move. Okay, so what we need to do is controller dot add event listener promote view dot draw. Okay, so we'll move this. We'll play with the bot. Nice. Hey, you didn't let me pick one. They just took my queen. That's busted. That's crazy. Bro needs to slow down. Can you set it up to where promoting to a queen would be a stalemate, just to make sure I can promote to something other than a queen? Yeah, I'll do that. Just give me a moment. I just want to fix this final bug, which is they steal my promotion. Here's execute. Where's execute? Can you bring me to execute, please? Oh, it didn't even break. we're not even using this function anymore. Oh no. We need to take this code. Alright. If it is not equal to 0. Return. Alright, will you wait for me now? Go. Did I press it? Well, I guess we're just not playing their turn now. Opposite promotions. Play. I thought this only returns a value if there are promotions, I guess. If promoted pawn, then I don't make a move. Give me a second. Get promotions would always be length 4 or something, right? Get promotions. In this variant, yeah, it'll always be length 4. In other variants, no. In what's the one? In Trader Chess. Oh, I gotta use my memory now. All queens, progressive. I think in Trader Chess, you can't. How does Trader Chess work? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I create this concept of traders. Okay, so when you capture a piece, you become that piece, not Trader Chess then. One of these make it so that when you capture pieces, you can promote into them. But now I've forgotten which one it is. It's not Crazy House, is it? No, it can't be. Okay, let me look at the variants. Let me say get promotions. Dragonfly? That's how Dragonfly works? It's interesting. These are just atomic upgrades. You can upgrade to a king. You upgrade to a Cersei piece. Okay, so in Dragonfly, you don't have crazy moves, but you can only promote a pawn if you've captured that piece. And so in Dragonfly, you could have just one promotion. One or more promotions. And in anti-chess, you have 5 promotions, because you could promote to a king. And in Capablanca and Gothic chess, you can promote to 6 things, because there's the Archbishop and the Archduke, or whatever it's called. Archbishop and something. So yeah, in this variant it's always 4, yes. I think that's the question you're asking. But in other variants the answer is not necessarily yes. Alright, what was I doing? Vanilla. Okay, so I am wondering how can we create a stalemate on promotion? And how do we get Stockfish to do it? I feel like it would have to be that if they don't get the stalemate, they lose. And so that would be preferable. Stalemating would be preferable than losing. Or you just have like 100 pin pieces. That would be the other option. You could also manually set the Stockfish move for encode for testing. Yeah, 2 kings and pawn in the right squares might make stalemate setup. Yeah. I'm wondering, how do you balloons? It'd have to be some kind of setup where the king can't move. It's got my king in an awkward position. And the pin and the promotion would stalemate the game. Maybe I'm already stalemated. Maybe, okay. I have a king that's already surrounded by pawns, and they're okay. I got an idea. All right, we're gonna get a little wild here. So, white king, white pawn, f7, black king, f7. All right. This is 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why can I count? Wait, but do your idea, okay. All right. I got it. This is gonna be something else. What is it? We just put null. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do black, no, white. Give me a second, because we gotta do, I'm white, they're black. I guess they could be white and I could be black. And then they go first. Which means the pawn is gonna be going up. And so we need this to be up. And so I think it would be, yeah, no, it can't be that. I'm trying to think of what characters can't move. Oh, okay. So if it was pawn, dark, right? Because they won't promote on this row. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Comma. Alright, I probably shouldn't sing songs. Okay. It's already looking incredible. Wait, but black pawns go down. How do I block everyone in without promoting? Okay. Let's just see. Let's see. Right? King, dark. Alright, this is what I'm thinking. I could be just totally off though. And then this is king, light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, he's a little too low. Alright, and then white has a pawn right here. Okay, so black is going down, right? And white's going up. So, well, they would probably just promote to a queen. No, if they promote to the queen, then I could just capture back. So they're incentivized to pick the knight here, because it'd be checkmate. Oh, I put a breakpoint. Give me a second. Oh, it is checkmate. I just can't see the piece they picked. Alright, let's refresh. Well, let's look at the network. Let's look at fetch. Let's look at this. Let's look at the review. So they did pick a knight. It's not showing the knight for some reason. And you know why? Because I don't. I thought it might be because it's not loading the knight in time, but the knight is a promotion and we go through all the promotions to preload. I think that's what the controller does. Oh, it goes through pieces. Okay, so then it's definitely that. That's the issue. This dot get promotions. White. Okay. We just want to do this. Why can't you just write? Let me write code the way I want to write it. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely correct. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. Check. That's some good testing right there. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Of course, there's 4. There's 4 empty rows. Yes. All right. Let's go back to the README. Close others. All right. I think we've handled promotion. Actually, I don't even know if I tested to see if they wait for me to promote. Now that I think about it. Oops. Give me a second. Do they wait for me to promote? That's wrong. Kind of crazy that there's no checks here. Kind of nuts. Well, of course they don't wait because... Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm just waiting for nothing. Okay, so I need to reawaken the AI. Give me a moment. We're in variants. Let me say AI. Okay, we'll go to the AI. I guess this is where it does its events. Yes. Promotion, promote. Okay. Go here. Play with bot. Here. Ooh. I feel like Stockfish has never seen this before. The fact that it's able to just play and feel like it's dominating is pretty crazy. Oh, he moved like it's like incredible. It seems like the piece capture. No, yeah, it was a sword strike. He instantly moved his king. It's so fast. Oh, he captured my queen. Jake, I didn't even see it. It's so fast. pinned. Alright. Alright, that seems to work. It seems to work. So we'll do get add dot get commit dash m. Oh, don't commit this. Commit that. And then get commit dash m. Stockfish can now promote and wait for promotions. And when I do a promotion, I set their turns to 1, right? Or their moves to 1, right? Let me just look at the piece. Piece has moves. I need to be looking in chess 50. And maybe look for dot moves. Okay, so this is a potential issue. So we're gonna go to promote pawn. And we're gonna say, oh, promotion dot move equals 1. What's happening here? Make sure promotions have movement. Otherwise, we could potentially castle still if we move a pawn to the corner and promote them to a rook. Because their moves would be non-zero. Actually, I think that Crazy Chess did that somehow. How Crazy Chess did it because if we go to chess and look for crazy piece, what we say is that this is the piece that moves. movement. And so when we place this piece, when do we do moves plus plus? For each destination. So if we go back to crazy chess, these are the movements. And then what is a movement? Column row, but not destinations. Okay, so where's destinations? Hey Fantasy. Welcome to the Discord. So in here, crazy piece. Oh, here it is. Oh, here it is. Oh, here it is. Ah, here it is. There it is. That's the thing. We probably don't need to do this actually. Let me just move this over, close to the right. Close this. We probably don't need to do this because destinations, we go through each item in destinations, take the piece, increases movement by 1. We look here, destinations, grab the piece, increases movement by 1. So we could probably just simplify this to just be crazy. All right. Do that. Okay. Time is it? 32? Okay. Let's look at our README. Okay, some of these are easier than others. The timer is interesting, but also it's not because if you're sharing a computer, it's really challenging to verse someone with a timer. So I think timer comes after WebSockets. I think the analysis is not very interesting against Stockfish. I think it's better versus other players. But the chess notation I think is fine. I just need to learn chess notation. I think that would be pretty important anyway for my personal life. I'll use that every day. I kind of imagine that's how people remember positions. It's just in chess notation. I think it's possible. Just like memorizing random long strings of characters. I think it's possible. I'm gonna try to learn as much as I can right now, but I don't think that I'll have time to actually implement anything. I think in the README, what I'll do is just make a note of everything that's required. Okay, so different initial letters are used by other okay, that's fine. Each piece other than bonds identified by uppercase letter. So it's K, Q, R, B, N. This is the pieces. The language specific letters are usually replace the universally recognized with the. Oh, that's interesting. Consider using icons. I think that's pretty considerate. Figurine algebraic notation. I'll write that down. Okay, so in standard notation. Okay, so captures. When a piece makes a capture, an X is inserted immediately before the destination square. Okay, so BXE5, bishop captures on E5. Okay, so if a pawn captures EXD5, pawn captures the file which they departed from E. To D5. Now, the question is, and I think the answer is yes, but the question is, aren't there two pawns that could make a capture from the same file? Because I think the answer is yes. So if we did this, he did this, did this. If somehow they allowed this situation to happen and he did this, I have en passant. Oh my gosh, this one has en passant. Well, if there was if there was a guy here, he'd be able to capture. This one is also able to capture, right? And so we would need to differentiate if there's two pawns that are able to do it. Oh, but you're saying you mentioned a destination too. Okay, so never mind. That's kind of crazy though that no, okay, so this pawn would go here. Oh, okay, so they would go to two different spaces too. Sorry, let me retry this. This is how bad I am at chess. I didn't even do it the right thing. It's over. Everything's in shambles. Go here, go here, go here, go here, go here, go here. So he can capture, and he can capture. So we would go to two different places. So we don't need to differentiate in which column, because we already say where we're going. So that's good to know. For pawn moves, a letter indicating pawn is not used, only for destination square is given. For example, C5. So a letter indicating, okay, captures. Disambiguating moves. When two or more identical pieces can move to the same square, the moving piece is uniquely identified, specifying the piece's letter. Disambiguation. Letter, then number. And the letter is the file, and the number is the rank. JK, backwards. So you put the file, wait, hold on. He says letter followed by the rank. The file. Do I have this backwards? No. How to write the first time. File is letter. Interesting. I put number here. Oh yeah. All right. Thank you, the niftiest 112, and thanks Suha. That's interesting. Oh yeah. No, it's not interesting. This is what I thought. I don't know why I wrote it that way. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So the file slash letter is first, then the rank slash number. If neither file nor rank, like E file, D file, E4, yeah, E4 rank file. Okay. E4 rank, and that makes sense because like the numbers are like different ranks, and so like the 8th rank, the 7th rank, and then these are like they're filing in a line. Oh crap. Letter is the file, yeah. And so it'll be letter rank. Or sorry, file rank. File rank, yeah, file rank. E4 goes to yes. Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so in the diagram, both black rooks could legally move to f8, so the rook of the d8 rook to f8 is disambiguated with r, d, f8. Okay, and then you'd probably put both if you needed to do. So this is double disambiguation. I did just learn about double disambiguation from this really crazy chess video about the rarest moves in chess. So I do have that slight advantage. Pawn promotion. This is one that I didn't know what that would look like. When a pawn promotes, the piece promoted is indicated at the end. For example, a pawn on e7 promoting to a queen on e8 may be previously rendered as right. I'm just gonna copy paste them all, and then we'll just see what chess.com does. Whoa, that's crazy actually. Whenever you offer a draw, they're recorded by equal signs after the move. This is not usually included in published game scores. Okay. Sure. And then I guess castling is easy enough. O-dash-O. A move that places the opponent's king in check is a plus. That makes sense. Appended. So it'll be appended. Double check is usually indicated the same as check, but sometimes represented as DBLCH. Oh wow, interesting. Double check. That's interesting. I wonder if there's ever a triple check. Can you triple check someone? That's very curious. How would you even do it? Because pins aren't considered like a blocked check. Like if your queen is pinned, Double check occurs only in Discovery as far as I could think. You cannot triple check. Okay, you can't make 2 discoveries at once. Okay, got it. That would be interesting, though. Some kind of triple check setup. All right, so checkmate. Appends the hashtag. The, what's it called? Omnithorpe? Octothorpe? I don't know. Okay. So end of game, notation 1001. Okay, so 10, white wins, 01, black wins. 1 divided by 2, 1 divided by 2, draw. If players lost by default. I don't even know what that means. Lose by default. I'm gonna imagine that means like they disconnected, but I imagine this never happens in real life. Like minus is neither player shows up. That's my guess. How much time we have? Okay, we got 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try to use AI to write this code for me. And now that I know a little bit more about it, I'm gonna use Klein. I'm gonna see if Klein, how much of this code Klein can write for me. I'm gonna go to the controller. I'm gonna go to Klein. I'm gonna go to plan mode. I just want to learn a little bit how to prompt and do some AI, and maybe this could help people to understand how to use AI to help them code a little bit. And so I would like to track chess moves using algebraic notation. After every move, I would like to add the notation to an array. I would like to display. Let's just keep it simple, keep it short and simple. I would like to track chess moves using algebraic notation. To every move, I would like to add notation to an array of strings. Make sure to include things like check, checkmate, captures, and disambiguation. I want it to be stored in the board state of the chess controller. Okay, so we're gonna see the plan that it makes. Dang. Wait, there's no way. I haven't used anything today. Alright, let's see. I'm supposed to Is that not been 24 hours? Is that the problem? Because I do remember using it pretty close to a day, but the context window is not used up. Oh, that's disappointing. Maybe I'll have to try it tomorrow. See if my tokens are restored. I didn't use it today, but maybe it hasn't been 24 hours yet since the last time I did use it. And so I'm going to go to the README and put my prompt here. Okay. Add algebraic notation requirements. Alright. Alright. I think that's gonna be it for me today. I'll be taking off tomorrow though, and I'll be back on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Thanks again for joining in, the niftiest 112 Suha. I know you were here earlier, Alex. I don't know if you're still here. Mills, also, thank you for joining in. And anyone else who's out there, just hanging out. Thanks for joining. I'll be back in 2 days. I'll see you then. Bye for now.